to the forecast. Here's a live look over downtown Detroit, if you can see it.
Man, yeah, and we're just sitting here in Southfield and we just heard like a big woo,
Yeah, and we've also heard that heavy rain coming down at times, so a soupy start to the day. 7 First Alert meteorologist Mike Taylor has been tracking all the changes and their flooding concerns again this morning.
Yeah, that's right. And these showers and storms coming through, they may not look like much on radar. So if you have the 7 app and you look at what's going on out there, it's not going to look like much, but it can produce a lot of rain in a very short period of time. And that's going to trigger the opportunity, at least, for some flooding. So a flood watch will continue across Metro Detroit, but not for everybody, primarily from Macomb to Livingston, so along the M59 corridor, and also from Washtenaw and Wayne counties. And that's exactly where you're going to find the heaviest rain currently located. Even though rain is reported just about everywhere, all the way from Detroit, Mount Clemens, Port Huron, Port Sanilac even, Lapeer out towards Howell, and even Ann Arbor. Not the case, at least for the moment, and Adrian as well as Monroe. And we'll talk about the showers and storms in isolated detail here. But right now, this is the heaviest one from Bingham Farms. Lathrop Village is actually starting to lighten up for you. There's that bolt of lightning that Allie was talking about just to the west of Southfield. We heard it here at Broadcast House. This is going to pick up. It's going to be very heavy. So if you're joining us from Bloomfield, Beverly Hills, Birmingham, get ready. This is a very heavy pocket of rainfall. It's not going to last long, but it will be very intense in that short period of time. So just be aware of that as you leave and head to work. You could encounter some of that heavy rain that could produce some flooding and also some ponding on the roadways. From Pontiac to Livonia to Detroit, Windsor, all the way up towards Port Huron. This is the bullseye where we have the greatest likelihood of picking up some flash flooding for today. This storm that's responsible for this is right here south of Grand Rapids, slowly making its way across the state, and it's going to keep us in play to pick up more of these showers and storms. Once again, that can produce that heavy rainfall. And that's why the flood watch will remain in effect until 4 p.m. We'll clear the skies up. We'll get the 80s back in here on Wednesday, which will be a nice change compared to today. But just keep that in mind because it's going to be tough just to hit the 70s today. Thinking the city can do it, but a lot of us will get stuck in the mid to upper 60s. Winds will pick up from the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. The 3 to 7 day forecast goes from 70 today to 80 for Wednesday and Thursday. I'm thinking the early calls that even Thursday's storms will have a chance of being heavy to strong, maybe even severe. So we'll keep that note there for you just to keep that in mind. We cool down a touch behind Thursday's cold front on Friday, but the 80s are back for the weekend, even pushing near 90 on Sunday.